Lucille, how we doing? How we doing, team? You alright? Oh, keep your hands down, Jeff, because we'll put the gloves on before the camera starts doing its own thing. How are we all doing, everyone? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to some. I guess probably even Juan, actually. It's still morning, isn't it? No, Juan's not on the west. No, we've got anyone on the west at the moment in our gang. Not sure we have. Hello, it's the 10th of June. It's a Tuesday night. It is a pleasure to be here with you. I'm your host, Jeff TSC. We have got the Battle of the Sims in front of us. We are not going to forget the Battle of the Sims, all right? I know there's a lot of excitement around LMU right now, but we are not forgetting the next round, okay? We have to work on that in the next few days. It's a pleasure to be here. Cheers, Pixel. Let's say hello to everyone in chat. We've got Flimph and back. Chess is hard, isn't it, Flimph? Just priced up a Moser. Go on, back. Very excited about that. Oh, back. That's a good point, actually. Nigel is selling his old kit, no? And I bet you get a good price on that. And that, honestly, that stuff's perfect. I mean, you can go new if you want, but you'll probably get a nice discount off Nigel. He's a great bloke. He'll do you a very good price. And I don't know if you drive, but he does. So if you two could work something out, he's in the north. He's in the northwest. I think you're in the Midlands, aren't you? In the east a bit. I can't remember now. But yeah, consider that one. Anyway, sorry. Carrying on, we've got Beardy in the chat. Could see Sir Scott, Dargo, Ralesh, Pixel, and Bob already in the chat. Nige only telling a Simagic Alpha Ultra Ultimate thingy. Hello from Ohio. Ohio is Central Time, right? It's not Mountain, is it? East Midlands, Nottingham. Well, look, I mean, just a thought. But there are one or two people in the community who've been selling things as well. Hard track to learn, says George. Hello, George. That's not what I wanted to hear because I've only got half an hour now to learn it. Oh. Or I could get kicked out of the server. Ooh, hello. Admittedly, I was a bit inactive on that session. Hello, Jamie. Good to see you, sir. Sydney, get on the server, please, Sydney. We miss you. And we're doing a new track today. We're all learning it together. What happened there? I am going to... I think I'm actually going to do it in a GT3, to be honest. Someone went to pit information lap from Giles community, and everyone else got this... Whoa. Yo, interesting, Flimph. Good to know. I mean, look, we're a bit fresh on this content, so fingers crossed it all works, right? Now, we do have a... What are we doing here? GT3. We do have some new cars. Lambo... Look at that. Yeah. Oh, that's a tricky selection, isn't it? Women driven by dreams. That is me. Server password is TSC. Little tip for you all. Don't ever hit the enter on your keyboard. It won't work. Expect some bugs. Flimph, I'm there. Beard is gutted. He's working on new content day. Can't play till Thursday. I'm working on new content. I thought you meant you're literally working on new content. I'm like, go on, Bearded. Can't play till Thursday. Fair enough. I'm lost on this track, says Jamie. Jamie, it looks pretty simple. It's left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Fingers crossed. I mean, it definitely, the tracks do start to, like, if you laid them all out. There it is, it's over here. If you laid them all out against each other, you'd probably start to see a few similarities, no? Anyway, I'm back. Don't kick me out again. Coach Dave, we'll drop the energy a little bit, I'm guessing, and we'll do some laps. That says a Porsche. Ooh, interesting. That looks like a Porsche from here. Interesting. I'm still in a hypercar, apparently. Am I not allowed to change car anymore? Let me try that again. Let me try that again. I'm pretty sure you could change car before, right? Got it now. All right. Did not like the Lexus, says Jamie. Fair enough. So, yeah, there's also the whole team thing that we need to figure out at some point. All I know is that we're lucky that John has made the right TSC team for us before one of you funny guys stole it and started holding me to ransom. Let's try that again, shall we? So if we join server and we pick the Lamborghini, no, GT3, Lamborghini, and we do join server, Are we not able to change car anymore? TSC livery, says Bob. Not wrong there, Bob. I do believe we've got a few people hopefully working on them. Rarish needs to do it. Flimp needs to do it. Anyone else who's making liveries, you need to go and make the livery. There we go. Bearded Racing Team is up and running. Nice one, Bearded. Looking forward to racing against you guys soon. Can't play LMU. Might as well make a livery. As well as livery. Oh, of course. Got to have the liveries, bro. It's interesting though, we're fairly restricted in how we can use them, right? So it sounds like they'll be good for the main event things, but when we're doing little community races, unless we do a pre-registration, you don't see them. What do you reckon, get? Oh, there, we're in. We're in a GT3. It did not like that, but we're in. We're in a GT3. Sorry about the noise there, everyone. I was going to mute it. All right. Sweet. Shut up, Sydney. Get on the server, will you? Stop complaining. Let's do a lap. I don't know where I'm going. I need to change the driving position. Where are we? There I do. There we go, lovely. And just updating, says Yoda, here the back of the car is like Bambi on ice. Yeah, especially the cold stuff. I think we need to close the cafe and reopen. Oh, blimey. Lambo! Let's do it, guys. New car. Ooh, that sounded good. Need to turn that down in my ears, though. Who else is revving? Was that Bolt? Okay, we've got a very interesting rear view mirror there that kind of works in this angle. It's kind of cut off for you guys, isn't it? Oh, hello. It is a bit squiggly, isn't it? Even just getting in the pit limiter. Hello. Okay, everyone, we are on the right screen. My socks are looking pretty good. The camera angle's not amazing on the socks, but we'll get there. And no, I don't know what I'm doing, so let's just 24 minutes of what's next. I hope I'm not getting in anyone's way. Alright, let's keep it simple. This is going to be quite a wide track, which I love. Oh, it does nip at the end there. That's horrible. We're going to turn the TC up. Oh, okay, that one is also a lot shorter than you'd think. Oh, very itchy. No. Very itchy throat. Okay. Is anyone coming? Yes, there is. Dave Cam said Lambo's hard to drive. Well, of course, we've heard... That does seem loud. We have heard some people say that the Lambo's hard to drive. We've had some people say that the Lexus is hard to drive. Maybe it's just this game is now a bit different and everyone's having to adjust to it. So what have we got here? We've got 2 turns coming in and then blast down here. And then we've already got a very slow one. That's probably the slowest turn on the track, right? That's a 1. Oh, my days. There's no turn in here. Itchiest throat in the world right now. Can't imagine how it'll be in hyper. I was tempted to find out back, and I thought, look, I'm not that good. Let's just keep it simple. And there are new cars and tyres to explore, so... Rarish in the Lexus. I don't know where I thought I was going there, but it wasn't that way, so let's just follow him. Let's get these tyres a bit warm as well, hopefully. We're not putting a lot of energy through them right now. Right, we now got a fairly fast bit. Going into a fairly medium, slow right, I guess. It's quite a long one. Actually, it's quite fast. This one is also quite fast. And then what have we got here? Oh dear, we've got this final straight, which is not a straight at all. And there's a couple of lumpy, bumpy, straight, bendy bits. That's probably Yeah, it feels like some very extended S's there, which is cool, but it'll take a while to get that right. And then the final turn, sweeping second gear, maybe third, I don't know. Should have taken the Lexus, says Sydney. Why don't you take the Lexus, Sydney? Back, how did you lose your P2? Not sure. I'm not sure either, Back. Maybe you went a bit quiet. Make sure you're still tuned in at all times, Back. Back, are you getting on track? Are you getting on track, Back? Or are you at work at the moment, finishing a shift? What's going down? That's pretty poor. This is really much, really me discovering what's going on here. Now, when I followed Raresh through here, it then touched. Where do we go? This one was quite slow, wasn't it? Super slow, in fact. I mean, it's a pretty simple track, but it's pretty cool. I like the fact that it's fairly wide. Always more interesting for me with the battles. I like to have the space to battle people, and of course if we're doing multi-class, you need the room. Although these constant left and right turns will be a nightmare in multi-class. You won't know when to overtake someone. And then we got two medium rights, and then a kind of wide S's. Quite interesting. So I'm thinking, third gear, get on the apex, back down to third gear. Oh, maybe fourth even? That's quite fast, isn't it? And that's third gear. Need to do the update. Yes, you do, Back. Lambo is down thumb, says Sydney. I don't know, you know, I'm enjoying it. Sounds great. Can say that much. Okay, we'll start reducing the traction control, take the stabilizers off, start to get a little bit racy. 20 minutes to go. Good to see people on the server. Obviously, we want as many as possible in our little community races. That includes you, Sydney. Can't just turn up for our big social meetups and not actually do any racing. And also team racing is here, Sydney, and I want to do team racing with you, so if you don't mind, sort your life out. Blimp, if you don't mind, I can read that. It's not a private message. Okay. That was shocking. That's a slow turn. And this is what I said earlier about the multi-class. Gets very... Sorry. A lot closer than I thought we were. Well done, Feltman, for not driving into me there, by the way. That was pretty solid from Feltman there. Too much displacement. Yeah, all right. I mean, I'll be honest. When we used to do like racing games when I was younger, I'd always pick the car that had no top speed but loads of like turning ability and stuff like that. A bit like the Mini when you watch the Goodwood Historic races against the big Chevrolets and stuff. I found having power and being slow in the turns really boring. And yamming it around the turns fun, but obviously just dying on the straights was a bit hard. But it's a different kind of battle, isn't it? So yeah, we don't want displacement here at the Sim Cafe. No hot drinks. V6s. I mean, hey, I'll take a straight four. What we got? I'm comfy on the couch. Sydney, come on, bro. I love seeing your name on the server, bro. And like I say, if we're going to do some team racing together at some point, you know, this is the best place to learn the track. Slowly learning it. Shake and bake is all about big motors as well. I mean, you are very, what's the word, Yankee in your approach for sure, and they're all about the power. That much we know. Is that a second gear turn? A little bit like it. Great to see Ben Shepherd on the server. Often at the front of the pack. Notice Knudsen isn't really getting too involved in LMU, is he? We saw him pop up on our ATC server for quali, which was lovely. Great to see you, Knudsen. But we're not seeing a lot of Knudsen in LMU, have we? A little bit of braking into this turn and accelerating out. This one's also a slow one. Probably at that marker on the floor. Probably earlier when we got cold tyres. Down to TC6. After all those, this is a... yeah, it's not a 3. Oh, it's a bit hard, that one. Bit taxing. This one's a 3? Yeah, it is. This one's not as slow as the other hairpin. It is a fairly slow 2, though, I think. Del Monte's in! Go on! Ajam is too fast. What about that, bro? That's a 4th gear? Yeah, it is a 4th gear. Look at that. Oh! You get sucked in on that side, though. That was poor. That one's a bit of a 3, actually. Okay. Starting to get the track in my head a little bit. We're 12 seconds off the pace. We're getting there, team.
8.73.
There we go. We're just slowly working it out. Excuse me. Oh, that was narrow. That's a shame. Full acceleration out of there. Yeah, we're getting there. Cosmic, great to see you, sir. Any danger of you getting on the track this evening? Might check. Oh boy. Lambo seems like fun so far. I do like these turns, actually. You can get a lot of power out of them. They're quite fun. Okay. Oh, no. Terrible. Okay, let's go, says Scott. You're telling me, mate. I'm 4 seconds off you at the moment, Scott. We're just warming up here. We'll get there. Me and you hanging out the back. Cheers. Yeah, seems like it, Mike. Yeah, yeah, it's a cool track. Feel like I know that turn the lead at the moment. Okay, we've got some work to do. Still got some work to do here. Alright, we'll be a little bit more competitive now. There we go. That's better. Yeah, this Lambo's fun. It is very flow, Mike, you're right. I'm quite enjoying it that way. 10 minutes left. Ah, I lost a lot of time there. Frustrating. Thanks for letting me know, Rarer, but you put me right off my lap. Hopefully it'll come back up again quickly. Because that'll be interesting for us. I'm assuming we'll still be able to do this race. I'll say that. Hell no, hey! Go on, Flint. Trying to catch you out there. I need to program that back on my Stream Deck. I see Stream Elements decided to work today. Good to see you, Stream Elements. Hope you're well. I'll never live it down. My slow internet hold me back from playing. Interesting. I was in the download. Race 2, if we're allowed to do it, although race control going down might make things a bit tricky, I'll be honest. Makes me think I might have picked a slightly longer race for this one, but we didn't know that. Whatever we do, we must beat George. It's always Operation Beat George here at TSC. No! Come on, you can go faster than that. Oh, we lost a whole bunch of time on that last turn there.
Lap 2,
What to do?
1.36.
Hi Jeff, new hairdo. Have you perm hair like a rocker? Honestly, Stephen, it's shocking. Chrisu, hey Jeff, good to see you. Sorry, I was a bit slow there. Good to see you, Chrisu, on the server as well. I think I saw, yeah, P2 just ahead of me by half a second. We're just learning it. Oh, hello. We're learning a few things about the track. We're figuring it all out. Let's return to the garage. That puts me nearer the front though. That's not too bad. But we are a long way off Rarish. That hurts. 1.5 seconds. Rarish, I've got at least 7 or 8 attempts in it. After that, I need a bit of help, but I'm nowhere near you. So, maybe it's a car thing. Maybe the Lambo's harder to drive. But yeah. No, just figuring out the track. You're better than George. He's been complaining to me how bad he is. I know. He's not the biggest. Not everyone's made a very smooth transition over to LMU, have they? Let's face it. And obviously, you can imagine, with them being different sims and lots of differences in different ways, surely that means some people will be faster on one than the other, right? And so in the community, it's interesting seeing maybe a little bit of a swap here and there in that way. But yeah, that was an all right lap. I think there's definitely quite a few attempts now. I was a bit sloppy in a few bits. You need confidence and know how much to send. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still learning the track. I accidentally set it too hard one lap, and it turned out to be faster than my normal lap. Yeah, but does that mean you were melting your tyres and it wouldn't have lasted much more than that? I mean, I guess for quali, whatever, isn't it? That's the thing. We don't sort of always go for that quali shot, do we? I'm doing slightly longer runs here. But I know what you mean. That is one of the most frustrating things for me about sim racing, or maybe racing as a whole. By far one of the most frustrating, well, the most frustrating thing, I think, and I try and forget about it, is when you're doing laps and two things happen. You have an amazing lap and you look at your delta and you're like 3 tenths off. Or you have what you think is quite a rubbish average lap and you're sort of like 6 or 7 tenths up and like some sort of PB. And then you can't think to yourself why that was faster, because you think the other way is faster and it's not. And then you realise you're fairly useless. Fastest Lambro? Well, you know, someone's got to do it. 5 minutes left in quali. I might have another shot. But actually, if you excuse me for 1 second, team, I'll be back in 1 sec. Let's see what it looks like from the view of a hypercar in the pits. Rappel's fast. Oh, where's the sound? Is there a bug? Is it because he's not loaded in? Let's go on with David. I'll be back in 1 second, team. Such a bad game, says George. George, I don't know what it is, man. Just get used to it, bro. I don't think you've raced it a lot, to be honest. Especially compared to like ACC, basically. And it is harder than ACC as well, I think. It's in a few ways more complex and a bit more difficult and tricky. And obviously in some of the different car classes. So, come on, brother. Stay with us here, because I want to do some team racing with you. You know I'd love to do like a Le Mans 24 with you or something like that. Or maybe just something a bit shorter, because obviously I'm a lot to handle, I understand that. But yes, come on, George. We need you, bro. You and Miles. Where's Miles tonight anyway? He's in the server? Right. Okay. Woo. It's a blue Porsche, you need to load it in, yeah. Have I got like a load it in button, Rarish? Or can I push something in the menu? Do you know? Is there somewhere here where I can... Oh, Davey boy. Is there somewhere here where I can... I didn't actually have any spins or offs. No, I had a spin on my first lap, didn't I? When I was literally like, I don't know where I'm going. Hey, buddy, says Samuel. Great to see you, Samuel. Samuel, we're back in LMU and we've got new content today. Watch out. Last time Jeff did an enduro, he told teammates it's only 3 hours, ended up 4.5. If he invites you for 24-hour Le Mans, it'll be at least 36 hours. Just press drive and go back to garage. Really? Okay. Then there's a loading bit, right? Is that what this is? Yeah, so on Sunday was the last time we streamed, and I was racing with Jono. It's 40. It was great to get into 150 subs, and it was an awesome race. You've been practicing all day, Jeff. Dave, these are my first everything you'll see. A few minutes ago, I was edging around the track trying to work out where it all goes, and I've never driven this car either. I just like the track. It was quite nice. I thought it was quite a nice track. You can really push. It's quite wide. Some nice fast turns. I don't know what I'm doing. I won't be able to replicate that in the race. I'm going to sink like a stone. Rockin' Magic, good evening. Hey, we've got Strangelove on the track. Go on, Strangelove. So yeah, don't forget everybody, drop a like for my record-breaking lap there. 1 minute 55. I think we'll leave it for now, to be honest. We'll just cruise around. Jeff was beating me in chess all day long. I can confirm he didn't LMU. Flimp, I was also beating Andy Burrow in a simultaneous chess match. He pushed me a little bit, but he made one little error, and then I just squeezed. But honestly, he always makes the ending tough, which I like. And congratulations on your draw with me, Flimp. That was a great draw. But no, I had fun with chess today. So I played multiple games of chess while working, and I haven't touched this. But it does seem like a nice track. So good luck to everyone in the racing. Let's put out a few messages. Where are we? I hope all the hypers have set a lap as well. We don't know what we're doing. So can everyone please be extra cautious? Race 1. There we go. Control C. And then we will go here. Return to garage. Right, there we go. Hypers don't need to set a lap. They made it so they all start ahead of GT3. Ah, that is good to hear, Arish. Why did you accept the draw? Because, bless. Why not? I mean, we know where that race match was going. I think I might have said on stream the other day, there's a big thing about knowing when to resign and then just go again and have a new fresh chance, right? Because I think in that one, you were about to lose a rook and maybe checkmated in a few moves. And you were already down on points, I think. So, yeah. Why not? I don't care for the rating. If anything, it smurfs my rating and I get a better chance. Toby, how you doing? Toby, we are slightly sad, let's just say the very least, that you are not yet on track with us. As you know, everybody, we were very keen to get Toby on track quite soon. We had everything kind of in place, ready to go, almost. Yes, Toby is now otherwise engaged. So, Toby, we need you ready to race as soon as possible. They have just released today, Toby, a new update for LMU, so we're all very excited. We've got the Lexus and the Lamborghini GT3 cars. And, oh, Raresh, you muppet. I guess I'm going to win the race then. And then we have a new track, which is Qatar, with 2 layouts. So there's a Lusail track. If I go back here, you'll see the... Actually, where should I go? No, not there. Oh, you can't see the track map now because I can't drive. But yeah, we're at Lusail tonight, so... Great to see the community here. We've got 20 in the server. Raresh has just left. So we did have 21. Lots of names on track. Daniel Jammer is also streaming tonight. Don't forget, everybody, Snap by Dan. So you can see Snap by Dan streaming right now. He's like me, but slightly more friendly. Scully, hello you all. Great to see you, Scully. Scully, are you on track, sir? Are you on the server? I'm not sure if you are. If you're not, I hope you can join us soon. Unless you tell me you're Felkman, that'd be quite funny. Can't wait to join you on track. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Toes. We want you here, buddy. No. No, had pole in Delta. I'm sure you did, Rappel. I'm sure you did. We all had the pole in the Delta. Not today. Fair enough, sir. Fair enough. On that note, I'm going to turn on my fan. Get a little bit of a blast of air in us because it is fairly warm in here. It is going to be very warm in the UK the next few days. Looking forward to that. Little mini heat wave in the summer. I say heat wave. Basically, we get normal summer temperatures for a couple of days a year. And it looks like for the next few days we're getting that. Flimp, you must be used to much hotter temperatures than this, right? It gets pretty hot down your old gaff, innit, in Hungary? Good luck, says Flimp. We're going to need it. We don't know what we're doing. So hopefully everyone's nice and casual. Glad you're trying a new update. Want to see the content. Well, yeah. So basically, I'm in the new car, the Lambo. It looks awesome. Sounds awesome.
Go to the grid for a race start.
Oh, hello. Is there a bug? Oh, that's not nice. I've never had these problems before in LMU. Maintenance. I've never had these problems before in LMU. Let's have a look. And this has got a password on the server, bear in mind. This setup sucks. I'm dying every time the last sector. Yeah. He had 4 seasons, winter with snow, melting summer, and middle with rain and miserable thins. Can we join the server in our Lambo GT3 TSC? Oh, no, we don't want a 5 in there. Thank you. Enter. Let's see if we can at least get on track. I need the laps. Good luck, mate. Bolt, I need more than luck now, mate. I want snow, says Stephen. Oh, boy. You're one of those guys. I like seasons. I like snow and winter. I like sun and summer. I like the autumn and the spring. I like a bit of variety. That's why I wonder what it would be like if I lived in a hot place where it's always just hot. I'm sure, yeah, it's kind of nice, but at the same time, actually, it'd be nice to have a bit of variety, right? Surely. And I like Christmas being, you know, Christmassy with snow and wintry landscapes and that kind of stuff. I like snuggling up. I like a bit of beach time in the heat. I want it all. Never happy, are we? Right, I'm on the server. If I go car setup, I'm guessing I need...
Formation lap has started.
I don't know how much I need, so I'm just going to put in that much. I've got 14 laps of fuel. I've got lucky there. And I should be able to join at the end of the pit. So I think I've got a lucky one there. Headlights on. RIP starting from first row. You know it, Flint. Thank you very much for the support, sir. We've got away with one there. We're still on the server, and I guess we're just going to be at the back having a bit of fun now. So I'm going to stop here because I don't want to get in trouble. I believe there might be a little bit of a bit... Are those like little karting slots? No. What are those little mini slots for, everyone? What do you reckon? There's some mini slots in front of me. Wait, formation lap started. Yes, Chrissy. Hopefully most of you guys have been able to race.
Green flag, green flag.
And then they're going to go. And then when it goes green in front of us, I do, Flimp. You're not wrong, mate. It's going to be very expensive. There goes Felkman on his own in a hyper. Go on, lad. He's going to enjoy going around all of us, that's for sure. Right, let's go. Let's go. Let's not bin it. TC7 for a few minutes. Right, we are a long way off the pack. 12 seconds off. Orange on track limits. Interesting. Is that a bug? 2 out of 4. Okay. My engine isn't working. Wow. Have I got those dead tyre bug? No, I haven't. That's good. I'm kind of looking at a lot of things other than the driving, to be honest, right now. We are catching the pack, which is good to see. Barbecue's Jeff's treat. It really is, especially the amount you lot are all paying me. Very excited to take all of your money off you and turn it into a special event. We're already catching Dan? What happened to Dan? Guys, if you want to see Dan get humiliated, go to his stream now and watch me sail past him in this car. Hey, we race on LMU and ACC. The message has changed. Sorry, Sydney, the message has changed. We've got Dan VS. Wouters behind me by 18 seconds. I'm guessing he was in the pits. Third gear, first lap. We need to warm these tyres up. Third gear again here. Third gear again here. Maybe even second in it. No. Here's definitely third as well. Oh, someone's out wide. VS. Not sure who VS is, actually. Oh, Dan's pulled out a second on me. Must be very conservative. Let's go a bit faster, shall we? We need proper bratwurst, not the English sausages. Look, I'm not bringing any food with me, so... yeah, pass. We'll be getting the Belgian sausages, I guess, right? We'll be in Belgium. We're not going far from the property to get our barbecue goods. Sydney, while you're in the chat, Flint raised a rather interesting question. Good point, Toby. About the parking at Spa. Did you buy a parking ticket for Spa? Oh, is that Vince? Good old Vince. Go on, Vince. Dan's pulling away from us here. Hello, bud. Good to see you, sir. You're going to join us for race 2? It's mad. I was a few seconds faster than Dan in quali, but clearly he's found his pace now. And I'm languishing. Nice try. He wanted to go there, didn't it? Oh, there he goes. John Ford. John, what are you doing back here? Just parking someone's lawn. Well, Flint, Sydney knows what to do, so we'll defer to his... Oh, there's another one out wide. Del Monte, no! We've got Fordy and Carrillo ahead of us. Here we go. How's this going to go, chat? Don't forget to drop a like for the new content here on LMU and our community racing. Juan's abandoned ship. John's trying to break the toe, so here's our teammate from Sunday.
6.35.
Oh, we're not catching Dan, though. We need to catch the jammer. He's flying here. Not sure how I feel about that. John just follows himself to his own death into a wall. Nice work, John. Let's go, chat. Realstone 4.7 ahead. Dan 10 seconds away. Absolutely pulled away from us here. I've got no answer for that right now. Okay, we're definitely up to temperature. Let's see if we can get a little bit more pace. That's better. Racket Magi! Making it a little bit slow for me there on the apex. I'll try to go narrow and he still managed to hit me. Oh, and who's gone wide there? Realstone. Ah, oh, Dave looking for a bit of a race there. Never mind. I don't know if he was killed there by Scott. They were close. Let's go. Let's go a bit faster here. Lexus crash test pass.
5.64.
That was quite funny. Dan already ninth. I know, Scully. It's a nightmare. I'm trying to catch you and I got nothing. I was quick in quali. Doesn't mean too much, does it? He's long gone. Going a bit faster now. Yeah, this is better. Here we go. Too much damage. Oh, Dave. We're starting to have a bit of a race there, buddy. In front we have Briley and Parr. Looks like we're going to get involved in that battle. Up into the top 10 after starting from the pits. Can't complain. Yellow flag up ahead. And we'll take the inside there quite nicely, just as the hypercar comes through. You can see the dangers of this multi-class stuff. First ever overtake on Lucille. Of course, looking for the replay button is not wise when you don't know what you're doing and it's your first time on track. So we'll have to do it over again now. Damage from first crash. Oh well. Oh nice. Hope my engine decides to work in the next one. There's obviously one or two buzz, Chris, who they've just chucked it down for maintenance. Which obviously makes things a bit tricky. Who was that out there? Was that Jay? Right, we get to do it all over again with Briley and Parr this time. We know where our clip button is. Scott attacking the track a lot more now. We've got a better traction out here though, I think. Is this password? It sure is. Rolled it, says John. Good man. We saw something like that, John. Right, we're already experiencing close racing here at Qatar, but the problem is I'm talking to you guys, trying to commentate on this, and I don't know what's next, and I'm going to make a mistake here, so let's focus a little bit. Again, these bugs are one of the reasons I'm a little bit nervous about running a championship at the moment on this sim. We can't have people's championships getting jeopardised by this kind of bugs, so we'll see. Hopefully over the next few weeks and months there'll be some nice quality of life improvements to make this even less of a reality. We'll keep doing our community races, of course, every week, so we'll know more and more about how it all works. As we come up to the inside here, we had to really go for that. It was a bit of a late move to defend there from Jamie, but we caught it, and off we go. Fuel left. What is the 39 on the dash? Fuel total, it says, which is the same as my litres, yeah. Doubt you'd be able to outbrake that one, Jamie. Oh, we have Carrillo in the wall again. Let's see if we can catch up with Scott here. Scott improving every race, every lap. Great to see. Keep it up, Scott. I'm surprised to hear that, Scully. I'm not driving that well, I'd say. Dan is out wide in his little Lambro. Oh! Scott gave him the kiss of death. I saw that, Scott. Oh, and I had to go a bit deep there, so Scott didn't kill me as well. Let's get out of here. I doubt Dan was happy about that one. He spins. It wasn't Scott touching him there, because I know Scott was close, but Dan was a bit everywhere there. Scott Stream Sniper Briley. That's what they call him back in Maidstone. He lives near Dan, actually. He can go and say sorry. You can go and knock on his door. It's like asking for your ball back when you're young. Well, look, we caught Dan up. We are 20 seconds off Lee Weston. So we don't need to worry about that. Jamie is only 2 seconds behind. Top 10 is doable. Wet tyre is optimal. Always, Flim. Always. Let's go, team. Pushing the edges of the braking envelope there. Definitely a very flowy circuit. I think in the hypercars this would be pretty awesome, actually. Yeah. That was very stupid. Completely zoned out there. That was Vince out of the way again. So as you all know very well, we've said it many times here, but at the Sim Cafe, and I especially, do love team racing, and you saw how much fun John and I had. And I use the word fun loosely because it was all sorts, really. All sorts of emotions. I love team racing. I think it's a lot more fun than solo racing. Obviously, it's a bit harder to kind of set up and do than team racing, than solo racing, because these are long races, you need everyone together, that kind of stuff. But when you do it, I think it's a little bit of magic. Sound of that car is the nuts. Not disagreeing with you there, Steve. They do sound good, don't they? Let's... what do you reckon, gang? Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? But yeah, I do love really wide track because it just makes for better racing, I think, fighting. Or more fighting, I guess. It can be a bit harder to defend, which is a bit sad. But, you know, makes life a little bit less insane for the multi-class. I can imagine having quite a few races on here. I'm really excited, of course, like we said. We do love team racing here at the Sim Cafe. I am very excited for the introduction of team racing on this sim. It's going to be a much more thought-through process, I think, than it is on other sims like ACC, for example, where the team racing was just kind of tagged on randomly after, and there's very little to it, right? All you've got is an MFD in ACC where you can change to the other driver. That is it. And you also have quite a few bugs about, you know, who can join the server first, and if you disconnect, all that kind of stuff. And the fact that you can't control each other's pit stop and bloody blah. Probably Flimp, yeah, probably. So the fact that in LMU it's actually fully integrated in the game, and you can have a race engineer and you've got race teams in the game, not on some third-party thing, I think that is awesome. And I'm really looking forward to doing lots of enduros on LMU, and of course with a multi-class that is actually interesting and exciting, because people like pretty much all the classes that are available, right? Some are slightly more popular than others, but everyone enjoys racing them. In GT4 and ACC, there's a kind of feeling like you're almost just making up the numbers, you know, like it's nice to have multi-class, but you're kind of doing people a favour driving GT4. Whereas, I'm sure, you know, not for everyone, but for a lot of people. Whereas in this, you find there's often quite a fairly even split in terms of who wants what. Maybe you'll get a lot of people doing GT3 at the moment because of the updates and the fact there's so many of them. And they are easier, of course. Interesting, Flimp. See, I like that as well. People, of course, treat the sim differently and have different goals. For me personally, I was all of the impression that I'd be going hard on the prototypes and sort of trying to figure out how to be quick in them. And I do love the hypers. They have a great speed and it's all very exciting. They look epic. I've got to learn about the engine management, the energy management stuff. Got to learn that. It's not particularly complex, but definitely something you've got to consider for sure. No, I didn't go off there. Come on. In ACC, I like the Lexus in this. Was my first in ACC. Nice to hear, Yoda. Have you finished your download? Are you joining us for race 2? That'd be cool. How many laps left? 6 minutes to go. A couple of laps left. It's a 2-minute lap as well, isn't it? It's quite long. Took that really early. Very slow. Right, in ACC, people were missing GT4 drivers. I'll be the slow boy in multi-class. Man, my English is top notch. It really is, Flint. Well done. You saw the Red Bull F100? Ooh. Let go of the brakes a bit too easy there. Fluctuating. Okay, so the good news is they've added a new track to LMU, and it's pretty awesome. I don't know if I've raced guitar before, any sim ever. Trying to think about it. Not sure if I remember anywhere I've raced this before. So this might be my, I don't know. Maybe an F1 game, yes, probably not, maybe, like, but no, like a lap sort of thing, right? No serious endeavour. Okay, sloppy. I think it might be second here because the acceleration might be a little bit better. Has Feltman pits?
That time was a 2:01.9.
The sound of these hypercars passing is just enthusiasm. Exactly, I love the car noises. One of my favourite things to do in ACC was, right, because I tend to host the races for the community, right? In ACC, you have to be in the server has to be live. How did I go half a second up on the first turn earlier? Right, so I had to sit in the server regardless to make sure it was live. And so I'd often be in the pits on ACC, and you hear lots of cars going past. And it's one of my favourite things, hearing the cars go past in the pit. And I dare say, in this game, when you are sat in the pits, hearing the cars go past, it's pretty awesome. I was actually watching a YouTube video earlier on this evening about Tottenham Hotspur. So usual thing, you just got lots of middle-aged men waffling on. And while I had that going on, I also happened to be on the server in LMU on my PC, and so I had the new cars zooming past every now and again. With a no, oh Flint, you poison. That was a bit slow there. I was a bit slow. I was a little bit slow there. It took me a second. So Thursday morning, open pit, Spa 24. Lucky man, Flint. You better get that content, sir. We need that. Don't make me feel like I should have taken another day off and come earlier, alright? I'm a busy guy. To be honest, I'm super busy at work, so the chances of that being a last minute thing are quite limited. That and I don't have any accommodation. And I've got my train book. Why not P1? What do you call it? I got kicked out at the end of quali at the start of the race. When it went into the race session, about 5 seconds in, it kicked me out. It wasn't looking happy. There were no settings. It was only like half the setting, and then it kicked me out. And I've had that a bit tonight, and we've not had it before. So there's some big stability. Yep, I'd rejoined, and it put me in the pit. So I came out of the pits. So you should be like, wow, you started in the pits in your P5? Is really where you should have come from. But I guess you lack the information because you rode dinner, so it's not your fault. But yeah, fake news. Fake news, everyone. Fake news. Yeah, they do, Flint. For last year's Centenary one looked incredible. It really did. I guess what it does mean, Flint, is that for 2 evenings at the end of June, me, Raresh and Alicia, and maybe Casey, will probably be having a much better chance of getting a win in PUBG. There's one on Friday night, Vince. Friday at 10 PM. That's the one we're going for as a group. It'd be awesome if you were there, by the way. We're arriving 4 PM at Spa, he says. Right, okay. Yeah, on the Friday the pit walk. That's the one we know. Is there one more lap? I think so. 2 on Friday. Okay. Well, Vince, like I said, we're having a barbecue nearby, which you're more than welcome to. I'll send you the details, and if you and your family, father, can make it, come on down. We'll give you a little burger. Badly cooked. Maybe you get some intestinal worms. TSC worms. There you go. Game is so bad, says George. Another happy customer. Shut up, George. No one cares about your opinion. It's impossible to catch a slide. It behaves completely differently every lap. I'm hating. No! George, come on, man. I've stuck with it. And you know how much I love ACC. Come on, brother, please. Do we need to have a little bit of private time? Me and you. And the game. Do we need a little bit of therapy session? No, totally, Vince. Like I said, if we can, we're not far from the track. I think the place we've rented is about 15 minutes away, so it wouldn't be hard to get there, I think. I want a refund. Wow, you're right, Raresh. For once, Raresh is right, George. You know it's bad if you're wrong to Raresh. You really messed up there if Raresh has got you. I'll tell you, that's a life lesson. "5 minutes if you drive fast." There we go. Love the optimism, Sydney, I'll be honest. I'll tell you what, when you go out of shape in that bit, you just got to lose all your speed because you're not recovering it around the outside there. Just a bunch of gravel traps and big chunks of curb waiting to kick you into oblivion. Jeff is taking the buff. Very excited. Look, strap me to your bonnet, I don't care. We're making it work. This track is hairpins with straights. No, it's not. Wow, shut up. Shut up. Flu, slides, COVID. Age. Sounds like George is crying. We beat Dan Jammer, Battle of the Streamers. Suck it, suck it. Anyway, we don't do that. We're a family channel. But D-Generation X were my inspiration, so there we go. Right. Are we allowed to do our next race? Or are we in trouble? Nice track once you get it. Totally agree. Are we allowed to do our next race? Oh. Do we need to stop and start our game? I'm going to stop my game and start it again. I don't know about you guys. I am going to stop my... How do you close the game? Chat? Are we locked in forever? That was fun, wasn't it, Scott? Brain lost after that track. Top right, yeah, go on. Oh, we have to click on that now. Yeah, okay. Okay. Menu. I get Mickey. Got you not going. Flimph, drop it. Stop the game, PUBG. No, Flimph. Be nice. Come on. Right. I'm just going to load my game again. Probably makes no difference, but it makes me feel better. So I did enjoy that first race, everybody, on Qatar. Nearly had a few battles. People just sort of binned it around us quite often. We're definitely getting faster and faster. There's a bit more to learn. I've learned it a lot quicker than Sebring and Fuji and stuff like that by the looks of it. So yeah, not a bad start. Really good addition to the game. You know how I feel. I would love to see more and more tracks being released on this sim. Maybe, I've said it before, one every 6 months for 5 years. Job done. 12 new tracks. Is that? No, 10 new tracks. 10 new tracks. Over 5 years, done. There's 8 pages of public lobbies, all passworded. Jeff got gifted every position. George, I mean, it depends what you call a gift. How did you make it to P3, George? Wow. Go on, George. P3. Made it to the end. Car was in bits. Well done, Jamie. Can't have been more in bits than John's, though. Good old Jono. Right, let's load up the second server. We're trying the outer track now. Let's have a little bit of a spin in the outer track. We can have another go on Thursday night, everyone. So Thursday night, we're going to do some more community racing around here. I might try the hypers. To be honest, your PC to stop the game, just to look aggressively to a USB hub and internet goes down. Shut up. Shut up. I've done very well, Flint. Since we've done our little refurb of the PC, I'd say things are running pretty well. No, the webcam, look, as long as I don't touch the wire in that pedal cam, we're okay. But honestly, the slightest movement and that pedal cam will freeze. That is a problem. Look at the socks, everyone. Moomin gang for life. Look at that. Good old Moomin. Update on 84. Go on back. Fun track, isn't it, Jamie? Let's try the different layout now. So everybody, excuse me as I hit. Oh, why won't it? Oh, I can't show you. It's really annoying. I can't show you the configurator. It's blocking it. Why is the game blocking it? That's quite weird. Anyway, I would show you the configurator, but I can't. So let me just set up race number 2. Manage it. We are doing... Shall I make it Lexus only? Haha, that'd be quite mean. Qatar short. Server configurator is with the password. 10 minutes of practice. 20 qualifying. 25 race. And we're going to do this one in the daytime. I think we're good to go. Oh, also, what is it? Settings. Not fixed setup. No tyre warmers. Yeah, we're good. Request. Start now. Oh, I hate doing that in this because I always feel like it's something I could get wrong and there's no turning the clock back in this. Make it all... Rarish, not bad. Yeah, flimfly that. I knew that one. Good lord, I'll be even more lost. Turning left when I should be going right. Don't you try it, Del Monte. There's less turns now, all right? Don't you even try it. Less turns. Vince got a pit box visit on Saturday. Not going to say no to that. I'll be... Vince, me and you. I'll be like this. Arm around your shoulder. Walking in together. Me and you, Vince. Mwah. Only the pedal cam goes berserk sometimes. Look. We know I'm running a lot of going on here. I've got button boxes, peripherals, 2 stream decks, cameras, lighting, many cameras. We've got a lot going on with this poor basic PC. And I think it does a pretty good job. I get some pretty decent frames as well. Apparently 3,595 frames. There we go. So yeah, I'm quite happy with this setup. I really am. It's relatively cheap. You'd be surprised how little I paid overall for all of this, actually. To be honest, a lot of it was gifts somehow, Christmas, birthday, that kind of stuff, community help, bit of trading here and there, and I've got a really nice setup. I would say that my rig is quite flexible in a way. My pedal plate isn't very well designed. There's no actual... My pedal plate is, strangely enough, only bolted in at the front. So when you push the back of it, obviously it dips quite a lot, especially when you've got a low pedal. Previous year we went to race control and that was so interesting. But there were like 20 people sitting behind PCs watching all the cameras. That is awesome. You imagine how much that costs. Not bad from your 2080 Ti. Oh, we got to change that, haven't we? We got to change that. Wow. We have got to change that. All right, Scott. So, yeah, drill some more holes. Oh, God, Sydney, do you remember? Do you remember? I broke about 8 or 10 drill bits, even maybe more. I went through so many drill bits. It was ridiculous. It really was. So many drill bits. And then we've never used those holes. Luckily, they're all hidden now. Or did I use some? Actually, I don't know if I used any for this one, funnily enough. I probably didn't. Be a nice way to end their story. Rookie, says George. Rookie what? Get on the track, George, and stop complaining about this sim and learn it. I like driving hard just like you do, but every sim's different, and this one's definitely a softer set of hands required, all right? So do us a favour. Flimp, can you give us an update on the... oh my god, I was not expecting that shape. Flimp, can you give us an update on the... Where are we, Lexus? Player numbers, concurrent player numbers, please. Concurrent player numbers for LMU and ACC, if you don't mind. Drill. Oh yeah, don't, George. Well, I was drilling through plate metal. You know how thick this metal is, right? It's about, what, 3 mil? 3 mil metal? 3 sheet steel. There you go, I'm going to pretend I know what I'm doing. Yes, that is also true, Flimp. Hello, Arctic. But to be honest, Flimp, as soon as you go on any angle in the metal and pressure, bing! And it was a... Yeah, anyway. It was a thing. Everybody, make sure you've liked the stream, and also make sure you go to Dan Jammer's stream and give him a like and sub as well. You're probably already subbed to Dan. Also, everybody watching right now, there are 34 of you, which is great to see. You may have noticed on the Discord earlier, Jack Palmer did a stream, and I put a little message under it saying, let's help him get to 50 subs. He's not got many. We could easily get him up a few more. He's great to watch. He's streaming quite often in the afternoon on LMU at the moment. So watch him. He did say he would join the server. Come on, Jack. But yes, make sure you give Jack Palmer a sub as well. And if anyone can do anything to knock Flimp off... Wow, I've just seen the numbers and realised what we're actually asking you. 5559 on LMU. 3796 on ACC. Not going to downstream to watch him overtake me. Oh, dear. Yeah, fair enough. Wow, is that what we're looking at now? Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so what have we got here, ladies and gentlemen? We've got a few minutes to try out a different layout of the track. So there are 2 layouts for Qatar. Let's see how this looks. Come on, server. Sydney Santens has taken the wheel. Sydney's on track, everyone. That always warms my heart. But yeah, make sure you drop a like on this stream, everyone. I say that with authority, but it's up to you. Do whatever you want. I normally do it when people ask, otherwise I tend to forget. Or if something really awesome happens on stream, I'm like, yeah, like that. And to be honest, I prefer that kind of natural vibe of like people liking it because they really thought something was cool. But, you know, YouTube being YouTube. Here's our mouse pointer. Mouse pointer? Are we having trouble here? There's another layout. Yes, there is, Chrisu. Oh, we're having trouble here, team. We're having a little bit of trouble. We are having quite a bit of trouble tonight on LMU, I'd say. I think that's crashed. We have never had crashes on LMU. We have had in the past 1 crash on LMU, and that was in the middle of a practice server once it seemed to die. And now this evening, we've had quite a few already, haven't we? It was our 3rd one, I think. I think that was a crash. But yeah, we will get loaded back in. Obviously, we had a bit of trouble in the first race. We didn't get to start the race. We had to go from the pits. Worked out quite well in the end. But let's see if we can actually get on this time. Jeff want to play LMU with keyboard and mouse. Yeah. 5559 is the all-time peak. What, right now is the peak? Wow. Go on, lads. Well, we know ACC's all-time peak was, what, 17k when Nords were out? Game menus are slow, says Monty. Yeah, look, we're doing this very early doors. Over the next 6 months, I'm sure these things will get a lot smoother. I certainly hope they do because, right, we're not getting 3,500 FPS in the menu, which is a good sign. There's a lot of things I don't understand about game design and things that happen that, you know, are a bit beyond my comprehension, so I just sit back and enjoy the experience. And if you are going to get in early with these things, then you've got to expect a little bit of teething trouble. I'll tell you that much. Are we going to find our... there we go. Oh, was it 7? I thought it was 15 or 17. Was it only 12? Really? When they did the Nords thing and everyone went nuts last April. I thought it was... interesting. I thought it was like 15 or 17. So they've reached 12. And we're already on 5.5 for this. And then what happens when they sort out team racing and they do a big Le Mans 24-hour race? Are they going to have enough servers? Interesting. Having said that, we are still a fair way off ACC. 30 players playing Project Cars 3. Go on! Crazy. Do you reckon that's like people in like commercial rigs somewhere just messing around with like terrible ideas? Who knows? Because that's the thing. Whenever you go to like an outdoor venue, they're normally running Assetto Corsa, aren't they? Which is why I think Assetto Corsa Evo's so important. Of course, Assetto Corsa Evo is probably going to be at the Star race with us with a BMW M4 GT3 Evo. That surprised a few people, hasn't it? We've got 3 minutes. Let's click start driving. Please don't crash. Please. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. 934 in AMS2. That's not bad, considering it just doesn't have that competitive element. I mean, it has a little bit of LFM, right? But other than that, yeah. 934, not bad. What about Assetto Corsa, Flimph? Let's go through all of them. Assetto Corsa, Beam NG. Come on, bring them up, please, if you don't mind. Right, is this going to work? Have we got to reset our position a little bit? Let's get forward. I like getting forward a bit, which is a shame because you kind of missed the mirror, but it makes sense. There we go. TC on 7. Let's go. AC 14.8. You just wonder what they're doing. Is it all Shotoko and Nords? And lots of people just messing around and stuff, isn't it? 21.5 in BeamNG always confuses me. Right, okay, so we know this is a second gear turn. And then what happens? It stays the same. And then you go over here. And then what have you got here? Oh, that is a horrible chicane. I like that. That's very fast. And then what? There goes Ramsey. Jimenez, good to see you, Ramsey. And then we're down to this turn, which is the last turn. No, that's the fast turns, isn't it? The ones I like. Oh, that's cool. So it skips out some of the middle stuff, which is a bit slow, and gets us to these fun fast turns. Oh, whoa, Jeff, we can't go that fast yet. Okay. And we're in the Lexus, don't forget. Okay. Not bad. Wow. Okay, you can't accelerate. Come on, Jeff, you can't accelerate. I'm going to go back to the pits. 1 minute 13. We'll just do the quali. Right. Interesting. I like this layout, I think. This could be fun. Great to see 17 on the server. Maybe some more of you can join in the fun a little bit and learn this track with us. We know there's plenty of you out there. Great to see the familiar names on track, of course, like Raresh, John, Dan. Well, quite frankly, all of you are pretty familiar now, which is great to see. Ramsey just knocking in the fastest time by a second. Go on, Fox. Nearly finished this back. Come on. And then have you got any patching or are we straight in? 20 minutes you'll get in quali. You've got a bit. Just go slow, sir. Go very slow. Hell no. Oh, I've done myself there. I mean, Flint, all you need to know is I would have beaten you if that was... yeah, I know. I don't want to say it, Flint. He's had a quiet night. Hell no. Damn you. So, 840 on the crew. 191 on TDU Solar Crown. I'd bet there's quite a few on Forza Motorsport, despite that being a console-focused game. I bet there's still quite a few on Steam. Straight in. Good man back. P2. There you go. Look, P2. He's P2. Don't worry, Flint. He's still here. He's still with us. So, yeah. Really enjoying the track. The new tyres update, do you know what? I'll be really honest, gang. You know whenever they do, oh, we've done a big physics update in the sim, I must be useless because I rarely could tell you any difference. As far as I know, the tyres are even more wobbly now at the start, so I'm just being extra cautious, and that's something I'm going to have to tune in a bit because I'm going to lose a lot of time at the start of races until I start figuring that out a bit better. 900 in Forza Motorsport. Not bad for Steam, right, if you think about it. It's not a Steam game at all. People are probably playing it through the Xbox app on their PC as well, let alone anything else, so not bad numbers. Forza Horizon 5, 16,200 on Steam. That's pretty cool. But again, this is a controller game, much easier. 81k all-time peak, not surprised. Controller games will always have infinitely higher player numbers than those that are focused on wheel and pedals, as of course, we know, right? That's pretty easy to imagine. This rig can cost anything from £400-500 to 2,000 or 3,000, if not more. Probably more than that. A controller costs 30-50 quid. So, simple. And obviously a lot easier to actually do, amongst other things. Less space, you name it. So, yeah, anything involving No! We're going to get kicked out a lot here this evening, it seems. Warning, the game will always keep your worn tyres. Press the M tyres to get brand new tyres. Interesting, Rash. Thanks for letting me know that in a moment. 1,000 in Dirt Rally 2. More than AMS2. Yeah. Yeah, right, come on, let's get back in this server. We're going to get kicked a few times here, it seems. Oh, well. We can do it. I guess we'll get kicked again for the race, maybe. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. There we go. Right, let's do that again, shall we? I think we're 78. I don't want to cause trouble. Right, is there anyone else getting booted out at the start of every session at the moment? It's annoying because I never used to have it. I saw it happen to quite a few people. Now, since the update, I'm getting it a lot. I am getting it a lot. Yeah, what other games are there, I guess? R Factor 2, is that getting a bit of a resurgence, Flimph? After LMU's success? R Factor 2 is roughly the same game, just a different UI, which people have complained about since the beginning of time. I don't want to pretend like I know much about it. Right, are we in? Come on, don't be too mean. I'm getting kicked out, but I'm getting back in again, to be fair. Race Room? I think that's Race Room, isn't it, E3? 910. Not bad. I mean, you're kind of surprised that people are on these things, aren't you? But I guess there must be these obscure leagues. There you go. Look, twice as much as RF2. Now, that is interesting me. I guess R3E, you've got touring car stuff that people are quite big on, right? And the German stuff. The DTM, there's a bit of DTM in there, isn't there? They tried doing updates over the last 2 years. I never take it too seriously. I feel like the graphics are on a par with iRacing, roughly. So, 20 on the server, great to see, including Sydney, who's probably wondering what he's doing. Qualifying has started. We're going to go on board with Fastboy Jimenez. I'll be back in 1 sec. In fact, I might just stay on here. Hold on. DTM is good and Volvo. Yeah, yeah. Right, okay, team. Sorry about that. Alex, Jeff Van Stappen, that's me. What have we got here? F125, 9,100. And it has VR support. Maybe I need to switch sim. Yeah, maybe you do, bro. Sorry. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Flint, please don't crash, please. Flint, can you do me a favour, or anyone else in the chat? Can you go to Dan's stream and find out if his PC is running better now that he is using a different encoder? Because he was on a very taxing encoder before for the CPU that's probably slowing his PC down a fair bit. So can you ask him if he's finding his game running smoothly, and also if he's done any vertical clips yet? There you go, me shouting over that. That was quite annoying, wasn't it? Sorry, gang. If he's done any vertical clips yet, and if his PC's running any better, does he notice any difference? Because it was probably struggling a little bit before. A little bit. We went through some settings together. Right, here we go. Qualifying for race 2 of the evening. We're on the Qatar short circuit, and it's got all the best bits of the track on it, so I'm quite excited for this. Let's see what we can do. We're in the Lexus on the new tyre model, so there's a lot of change here. We're just going to be very gentle. Bit high on the revs there. Let's put the TC up. 1. There's a very exciting chicane here. There it goes. We need to remember that. We'll get out of his way. Hey. Nice try. People say you can't catch slides, but I'm just being very on the amount of sounds. Interesting. No, I don't, Alex. I was talking about Snap by Dan, who is streaming at the moment. If you want to go and say hello on his channel. I was talking about him getting more frames now because he's on the right encoder for his streaming. He was on X264 before, which basically relies on the CPU, and it is very draining on the PC. Can really slow up your sim racing. But that's Snap by Dan. He's streaming right now. Do you know Snap by Dan, Alex? Do you watch him stream? He's on our Discord, right? I don't know if I remember seeing you in his chat before. He's live right now. He'll be streaming a lot later than me tonight as well. I'll be giving up in about 45 minutes. He'll still be going to 11, 12. Right, tyres are not warm yet. We'll get there. Right, we need to figure out this chicane. Turning hard there. Better. Yeah, we can go a little bit faster than that. Yeah, I know him. I'm around his pace. Do you see me? Oh, nice. Good to hear. I mean, he has got quite a few subs now, so I don't know who from the community already knows him or not, but it's always worth asking. You never assume, right? And I always like finding new creators and so on, so if you hadn't, would have been cool. Jimenez is going very fast. Not sure I'm getting blue flagged. I'm on a hot lap. Not sure why I got blue flag there. I was on a hot lap, wasn't I? Did I invalidate? This and the next lap, that's not fair. But don't even leave his rig. He doesn't race that much, does he? He races a bit. Ramsey couldn't stand the heat, had to leave. Could feel me on his tail with a pure pace. Had to abandon ship. Come back another day. He certainly races late in the evening, doesn't he, Dan? But he does, yeah, he doesn't often race during the day, does he? He is racing more than I'm awake. Haha. Sorry, Fox, you couldn't act the pressure. Is the Porsche any better to drive yet? Because we normally have to avoid it, don't we, in this sim, it seems, which is rather sad. I'm not sure about this Lexus. I think I prefer the Lambo so far. Sounded incredible, felt quite fun. This one is a bit more front engine. It's alright, but I think I'm preferring the Lambo so far. Since patch. Well, look, I'm going to get kicked out at the end of qualifying anyway, aren't I? Which is a shame. No, we nearly made it there, team. We tried. Well, to be fair, it's an invalid lap anyway, isn't it? So, no love lost. OP! Yeah, I wish. Oh, that might be quicker. I kind of dived in a bit there on a weird V. Don't know what I'm doing. We'll figure it all out. Slowly but surely. If you are new here, don't forget to join the Discord, please. It is the last Discord you'll ever need to join, if you didn't know already. Fun fact about the TSC Discord. Not saying it is the last one you'll ever join, but it's the last one you'll ever need. Hello, Wouter. Good to see you facing the wrong way. We are 3/10 down on our lap, so we've done something horribly wrong there. And we just cut that corner. Yeah. Rubbish. So do join us. And also, if you're enjoying the show, why don't you drop a little like? And I'm more likely to appear on your feed next time. When you come on YouTube, you'll see my stupid mug doing a stream. We're a pretty friendly bunch here, so make sure you say hello if you haven't already. And we love sim racing together, so if you can do that, please do join us. Especially as we get more into team racing here on LMU. Really looking forward to doing more of that with all of you. Okay, let's go for a slightly better lap here, because that one was quite slow. I think we can drop the TC down. Let's try 5. This should be exciting. Let's go, gang. We've got 8 minutes left in quali. We've got 9 laps, or 10 laps of fuel. So we're good. We're casual. Maybe we can break a bit later down, being a bit soft. Delta's not amazing. Tried to nail the line, didn't do anything good for the Delta though. How are we at a green when I'm up on a... I don't know. Pass. Nice bit of tyre squill there. Brought it around nicely. Oh, sat on the rev limiter there. Didn't need to do that, did we? Not very professional. We're currently not very far. We'll start chucking it a little bit. Here we go. Is that a good idea in the 3rd gear? Not sure it was really. Here's John. Hi John. Nice one, buddy. Thank you, teammate. That was very rickety, but we're ahead. We're ahead. It's a shame. I feel like we were very ahead for a minute.
That time was a 1:12.71.
Still got work to do here. Shepherd with the speed. Go on, Shepherd. Love to see it. It's a shame, kind of hesitated with Shepherd there on the exit. Lost a 10th. That was not faster. Quite fun. 992 P2. Told you it's OP. P3 now. Jimenez. Go on, Jimenez. 3 tenths up on me. Sheer speed there. Great to see from the young man. We've got a few temps in it, but I'm not sure about 3 temps. Probably better than that. Well, we got a good run there. Interesting. Deep V. Let's go. Maybe you got a slipstream on that lap. We'll never know. Oh, Delta's looking okay. Right, how do we go fast here? No, that was rubbish. You have to... Yeah, you can't... Yeah. Okay. Can't do that. Need to cut that a lot more. Cut that. We can do it, team. Lexus is alright. It's not bad. I think I'm preferring the Lambo. I'll be interested to see what kind of pace I could do with it. But, you know, in a lot of ways we'll never find out. Right. Okay, we've got another shot here. We've still got 5 laps of fuel. 4 minutes on the clock. So there's about 2 or 3 laps in it. Tyres are probably not perfect, but they'll be fine. At least they're warm. Well, I felt a bit slow. I sort of tried to copy Jamie's line in front. That felt slow. Yeah, look, 3 tenths I lost there. That's very slow. You've got to anticipate that so much better. Yeah, just slow. This is the thing, my consistency is worrying me here. I'm not sure if I can keep replicating a fast lap at the moment. Well, there's your answer. We'll stay off the track. Thank you very much. Right, I don't know where my wheel is now. We'll just assume it's that way. Right, let's go. Do you think Lance will be back in F1 for next race? Well, is he not in the Canadian one then? I think, do you know what? Is this going to be some weird way that they manage him out of F1? Because Newey's coming. The Newey car is coming next season. They don't really want him in the car next season, do they? Let's face it. So are they like... Is this a very PR managed like exit? Because Lance Stroll will never fire his own son. But is this actually some little sneaky retirement from F1? What do you reckon, gang? Like, I know you love a troll flip, but serious question, chat. Everyone who's watching at the moment, is there a chance that this is some kind of staged managed exit for Lance? Sorry, Lawrence is the owner. Yeah, Lance. I was thinking Lawrence would never fire his son. There we go. Do you think Lance is being stage managed? Because to suddenly have a wrist problem that he had, was it a year and a half ago or 2.5 years ago or something? And now it's a thing and suddenly he can't race. And then they'll bring in another driver to support, and then all of a sudden, at the end of the season, it'll be, thanks for your time, but, you know, it's better if I don't do it. Don't want him in the car for any season. Fair enough, Yoda. Look, throughout the history of Formula 1, there's been lots of pay drivers, and a lot of them have been worse than him. So, I'm not going to get too upset about whether he's there or not. In some ways, you want the variety, don't you? You want the stupid rich kid who kind of had it all easy. You want every type of person on track, I'd say. Hope the races are good tonight, says Nixon. Nixon, good evening, sir. Hope you're well. I do think that we're going to get... Oh, Rarish went faster than me by 2 tenths. Horrible man. Lance is only in the car because it's Daddy's team, end of. He would not be in any other F1 car. True, David, true. But I always say that I think we have to... I guess the word is respect the fact that he does still, you know, if he wasn't able to do anything and he was at the back like Mazepin, he would have been killed. Right? So, terminated as it were. So I think we have to respect the fact that a man who has it all very easily is still turning up and doing the hard work that lets you race at that level. We know that, right? It's not a joke. There's a billion people who could do that and never get anywhere near that level. So I think we have to respect that. Scully said it's a fixed exit for Stroll. I feel like Lance is generational talent. He deserved to be there and on the podium. It didn't. Has he had podiums and no win? What is it? Or has he had a win before? Can't remember. I think he's had like 1 third place, hasn't he, or a few? I cannot remember now. But yeah, I just feel like it's been so easy for him to take the easy route, and he hasn't, in a way. And you know how much rubbish he gets online. We do see some pretty wonky stuff from him on track sometimes, but again, we're talking about the very top level here. I mean, geez. And there's always been paid drivers throughout history. There was probably a lot more before than there are now, quite frankly. So, yeah. Having said that, there are a good 6 or 8 drivers on the team who come from very wealthy families. Or more, maybe even 12, 14. It's just the way it is. Motorsport is a very expensive hobby. So if you want to take part, it helps if you've got a fair bit of money. People say, oh, it should be open to everyone. Yeah, but motorsport in itself is going to probably be expensive, right? You think, oh, well, what about karting? That's probably the cheapest. That still costs thousands to run like a proper season if you're really going for it, sort of thing. Now, the fact is, obviously, democratised. It's still we still see the cream right to the top, right? We still see the best people really get into karting and then really do well and then end up in better teams and then getting the sponsorship if they're a good prospect. That is a large part of it. So, best lap yet and ran out of fuel. Did you get a penalty for that then, Fox, or did you have to just pit? But yeah, you're 3 tenths up on me, sir. Nice work. Mickle, he got a pole position once. Can't be too shabby. Yeah, Mickle, do you know what I mean? Like, it's so easy to hate on him, and it is easy, and you know, easy targets aren't that much fun for me. I'd rather punch up than down, should we say, in that way. Best line from Lance after a crash. Are you okay? I'm upside down. Super close quali. Yes, of course. This track will do that, Bolt. This has got to be one of the shortest layouts in the sim. Excited to have a few community races here now and again, maybe. I'm guessing the racing is going to be tough because there's going to be so many people here, right? All together, all the time. You've got a really hot, what do you call it? Chicane. Everyone has to brake for a bit, but some people are going to think it's a good time to be a hero. So, let me just put a message in the server. Copy. Chat.
Teams and drivers go to the grid.
I'm going to get
for
kicked
race
out.
start.
I'm going to get kicked out again. Yep, there we go. Wow, that is not nice. Hello. We need to sort this out, LMU. Watch my stream back. End of every session, I'm getting punted from the server. And sometimes during the session. Lots of work to do there for the LMU team. But look, these are early days, man. We've got years of this sim to come. Don't you worry. Especially if they can get ELMS, Asian, IMSA. They get those 3 series and whatever updates come to WEC in the future. We could be very happy with this sim for a long time, clearly. And of course, it is going to do team racing, I think, better than any other sim. And I love team racing. So maybe between this and a bit of AC Evo, we'll be happy. This is going to be mental. Bolt, it will, but I'm not going to see a lot of it. Hopefully we can start from the pits. Please don't screw me over. And I'm going to need about 58% fuel again, isn't it, I think? Fingers crossed. Come on, let me in. Let me in. We'll take it for now. It's teething trouble, blah, blah. It is the first night. There'll be hot fixes throughout the next week or two, probably. And as far as we know, there's no future content updates or updates planned, right, in a calendar. So, yeah, they've got time to fix a few things now before they tell us anything interesting, I guess. Would be nice. I mean, they'll probably be fixing the whole...
Formation lap has started.
That should be more than enough fuel. Please let me in. Should we pop a little toxic? Why not? Oh boy, that's not gone well. Are you going to let me drive? I think it will. Right, let's go. Norse 24 on Dacia GT3. Yes, GT3 Dacia. Wow. Not heard of that before. Alright, we've got 1 or 2 other cars in the pits, I think. Sydney, it seems. Okay.
Green flag, green
flag, off they go. As soon as we're green here, we're going to go. We've got to wait for a little green light in front of us on the edge of the pit lane on the left there. You can see it. Little double red light. Right, let's go. We are 13 seconds off the gang. Wow. Seems like it's a bigger gap than last time. Surely not. No. There you go. 8 seconds. That's more like it. Let's go. Sorry, I was looking at something on my MFD there. Right, let's go. Come on, team. Okay, let's go, let's go. What a mess of Sydney. What have you done? Why don't you just lead the pits with me?
7.58.
Whole game through. Yeah, go. Anyway, whatever. You could have just come out of the pits with me, probably, buddy. But these are early days, and yes, there are a few bugs, Sydney, alright? But don't act like we've never had any problems in ACC. You know the rules. And that game is like 8 years old now. Yeah, I've been kicked out at the end of every session so far tonight. Oh! Who's that running around the track? Rocket Maggi! Exactly, Elisaur, you tell him. Okay, we're still 14 seconds off the jammer. Marish is P1, no!
1:16.08.
We're still a pretty long way up the pack, which is a shame. Let's see if we can change any of that. Del Monte ahead, and then 10 seconds to Wouter and Scott. Let's go. Yellow flags ahead. You got to wonder what's happening. Nice little battle there with Del Monte.
Lap 160.00.
I don't get the cult behaviour for this game. I get what you're saying, Sydney. I think there's a few different psychological human factors at play there, to be fair. And we're not really psychologists here, so I don't want to get too far into it, because I don't understand it all. I can see why people are excited about the game, and as I play it more and more, I'm definitely finding it quite easy to enjoy it, Sid. No problems there. It's definitely got a lot of things that ACC hasn't, for sure. It's definitely different, and you kind of need to tune into it and that kind of stuff. And obviously, practice helps with that. And there are lots of bugs at the moment, we know that. We've experienced plenty this evening between us. But no, I can see why people are excited about it. And I can also see why people are moving away from ACC, right? Okay. Wouter still 10 seconds away. Damn you, Wouter. He's not going slow, is he? To be fair to him. Right, TT down to 5. What's your opinion on tyre change? I'm just going very gentle for the first lap or two, to be honest, Alex. Very gentle. The Hyper's alright, but the GTs are just not good. I would say they're different, Sydney, and I would say they've got a different challenge with the braking and the ability to actually lock up the car, and it's a different tyre model and everything else. So I'm just going to say it's different, bro. We know ACC very well, which in some ways doesn't really sort of help, right? We're kind of very tuned into ACC in a lot of ways, thousands of hours, and we kind of use that as a baseline and compare it. I'm doing my best not to do that. That's what I can say. Another car bites the dust. Horrible to see. Back. Oh, Backy. Wow, to 8 seconds. Here we go. We'll start kicking into this a bit, shall we? And drove both since plus 200 hours. I believe the 296 before patch was better in LMU than ACC. The Hypers feel really floaty, kind of like the ones in Forza. Interesting. Can't tell you much how Forza feels. So, pass on that opinion. But Sydney, you've definitely got to give this a little bit of time. And again, you know I want to do team racing with you, so don't be too shy. Nigel, hello, sir. Great to see a big friendly hello from you. Hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying the new content. I maybe haven't had a chance to yet. We've had some lovely community racing this evening. Lots of bugs though, Nigel. I've been kicked out of every session as it ends or starts, so I've started every race from the pits tonight, which is not ideal. Other people don't seem to be getting that bug, so there we go. It's good to see. Maybe not so many. But I never used to get those bugs before. I saw a lot of people have game crashes before the update. Now I'm the one getting them after. How lucky am I? Wow, to 8 seconds. We're chomping into his lead. Back behind on a DT. He's going to learn the pit lane. Had a few hours this afternoon. Good to hear. I've given it enough time. Refund, please. This is one of the biggest things that saddens me, George. You've obviously, lambasted Realstone for not taking part in ACC anymore. But we can see on the flip side, you don't maybe want to take part in LMU so much. And that makes me very sad, because I've seen, obviously, for a while now, that LMU coming out has just, as I always suggested, split the community. We've got people who do both, which is great, but there seems to be a lot of us who are only doing one or the other. And I don't think we're seeing much benefit in the community of that, really. Just one of the sad side effects of this new title. Maybe with AC Evo, that effect just gets worse? I don't know. 6.9 to Wow, so I'm coming for you, buddy. So, yeah, I'm not particularly excited about that. ACC is king, says George. It's got a few holes in it, George, and they become more obvious when other sims come in and try and do things better. How's the new update for you, Jeff and chat? Thank you for the question, Nige. For me, it's good. I'm just being super gentle on the tyres in the first few laps. Super gentle, TC up. The Lambo I used in the first race, really enjoyed it. I'm now using the Lexus, and we're doing both layouts as well of Qatar, Nige. I love the main layout. This short layout is good. It's good fun, but I wish I was in the pack. But of course, we got slightly scuppered by the session crash, so that's a shame. And the Lexus probably isn't as fun for me as the Lambo. The Lambo's awesome. But yeah, very happy with the update. 2 really fun layouts. I don't know how much you know Qatar, Nige, but I really don't. Irvit already made a TSE 296, yep. That is a shame. All that hard work in the bin. That's the other thing. I can't do that on this track yet because I don't know where I am really. Oh, all that hard work on Wouter. And we just lost 7 seconds. Can we make the 7 seconds up and the extra that we had to get on Wouter? I doubt it. You got me too excited chatting, Nige. That's all your fault. Oh well. Sorry, gang. That's the other thing. I can't just talk on a new track, really, because I'll just forget where I am sometimes. Totally on you, that one, Nigel. Totally. Right, let's get head down. Let's do a few good laps. Come on. Vince on the drive-through. Obviously trying to mess with the chicane too much. We're not even halfway through this. Rarish, how comes you're not in the race? GG's, I flopped. Oh, mate. I did my DT, it didn't go away. Oh, that's not good, Vince. Thanks for testing that for us. Head down. Can we catch Wouter now? Probably not with turns like that. Bam. Shocking. Come on. I really enjoyed ACC the other night in bots. That surprised me. Don't know. So, I think with ACC, after playing a lot of LMU, the feedback feels very vague, right? And we're all like, what's going on? And then after about half hour, 40 minutes, maybe an hour, you start getting tuned into it, and you get back into the rhythm of just fighting in a bunch of GT3s, right? On tracks we know, cars we know, and you're kind of focused on the close racing and not much else. So yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun to still be had, Nige. Obviously, we've got our final ACC bots race coming up. Not this Saturday, next Saturday, and we need some sign-ups. We need to make sure we work on that. The fast corners are 2 on the limit. The sand traps don't help at all. No, says Rarish. Phew, there we go. See if Casey's around, Flimp. He's better anyway. That's slower. Fast in, slow out. Looking forward to seeing the skins behind the paywall. This is true. I think I'll be getting the Race Plus at some point soon. Wow, for 10 seconds. Let's push. Come on.
Time 1:30.93.
Well, this is the other thing, Nigel, because the way it's going to work, you're only going to be able to use those custom liveries in very big special events that you register for. Otherwise, if you don't register for an event, or maybe like any daily rating, I guess, as long as you register for an event. Because if you don't register for an event, they can't load in your skin. You can't just jump in an open lobby and you see your skin. It won't work like that. So that's going to be quite tricky. But, you know, hello! Damn you. Nigel's struggling. With AMR and the new update, saddens you. Ah, buddy. Why, is there even less on the front now? Because of the colder tyres. Well, after doing a 14.3, we can beat this. Come on.
That time was
Still 10 seconds away. Come on.
1:30.64.
That was better. 9 minutes, 10 seconds. Not sure we're going to catch him. Scott, what are you doing in the chat? Not sure as I match times in Lambo and Lexus, but 2-3 seconds off in the AMR. Wow! Scott died. 9 seconds to Wouter. Oh, nah, we'll get close. We'll get close. This track looks a bit dull. The looks-wise, not amazing. You may have noticed, Nigel, this is the shorter version. I'm a big fan of the final sector, which is basically this turn onwards. Some very fast turns here that you've got to get right, and you're punished with sand if you're not. A lot of speed to carry through. As you can see, quite a challenge. So I'm quite excited about that. And you can definitely race it at night. Probably more fun at night, these tracks, aren't they? Don't you start, Sydney. I guess it's an invalid lap. 7.5 to Wouter. That was all right. We're chopping in. Come on, can we catch him? Let's just keep doing the good stuff. Mount Panorama. Again, I think something else we take for granted in ACC, racing tracks like Mount Panorama and Nordschleife in 12, 24-hour races with variable weather. We have had that experience. We are quite lucky. That was really slow. Really slow. Why'd I go so slow there, man? Second off. Jeez. Anyone seen the GG interview with Stephen Hood? Who is Stephen Hood? Asked Flint. Shocking. Shocking. Honestly, Flynn, if you don't know your Stephen Hoods, I'll be honest, I've not watched any of the content from them or anyone else about the update. I'll be honest, I've been a bit lazy with that. It is always useful to hear from them. I'll be honest, Nigel, the only thing I want to hear about is upcoming content. I do not want to be sat on 11 track. I doubt many of us do. 6.2, come on, wow, to 5 minutes. I don't know if we're going to do this. Whoa! Got away everyone there. .9, 5 minutes. We're catching him like a minute a second. Come on, come on, come on. 4.7. Jimenez beating Feltman at the front. Go on, Jimenez. I got more tracks are coming for sure. Press interview at Le Mans on Friday, and he wants Nords. I mean, go for it. As I brake super early for T1 by accident. That's not helping anyone. Back up to 5 seconds. Yeah, I messed up there. Well done, the ACC is dead. I mean, hypercars on there would be quite an experience. Four minutes, 4 seconds. Really pushing it now, come on. Well, that's my other problem, Raresh, is like, how long it'll take them to bring any new content out. It's all very well them announcing it now, but how long till we see it? Could be, what, 6 months or longer, I don't know. So let's see. Well, they've got RF2 assets, so I'm not fussed as long as we get the track. Right. Nice one, Del Monte. Didn't slow us down. 3.5 seconds, 3 minutes. We've got to be very careful and slow there. Can't be doing any more track cuts. We've got 1 point left. Well, yeah, look, we said, you know, ELMS, Asian, and IMSA. We know that. They've also got Le Mans Trophy Cup, haven't they, and stuff like that, whatever it is, I can't remember. Where you get Alpines and all sorts of stuff going on. That's all available, I guess, somehow. But really, I think with the team driving focus and everything else, we can see how much this is geared towards the WEC series, really, isn't it? That's where this game will shine. Adding in those silly little races with short cars, you think, what's the point a little bit? We need interesting tracks with a nice, tricky oval. Yeah, there you go. They have a good relationship with NASCAR, and Garage 59 is not out of the equation. Why not? Although the problem is, these things work well in isolation. Like, one car is Garage 59, but not so exciting when a third of the grid is now the Garage 59 car. You see? No. Oh, 3.5. 3.2, we're not catching him. We're going to run out of time here to catch Wouter. All because we messed up earlier. Chatting too much rubbish. Went straight off at the last turn. .4. Hopefully there's 2 laps left. I think there will be. Can't escape me forever, Wouter. 2.3, we're down to traction control 4, I think. I don't think this will be it for LMU. Once full release is done, we can expect more. Ooh, expect, interesting. Racing with a drive-through. Yeah, shut up. It works. 2.4 to Wout. Come on. Big black flash of the screen there, never good to see. Just have to ignore that. 1 lap to go, 1.8, it's not going to be enough. .5, you can see me flashing. Ah, man, not enough time. We're going to run out of time here, gent. Sorry.
Time 1:12.85.
P3 for Rash in the chat. Not bad, sir. .6. We're going to catch him. We are up there on the lap. 1.5. Ah, so close. Never mind. We had a go. We got very close. But in the end, it wasn't to be. Good race there as well. So who I think, if I remember, had a habit of crashing into me at the end of races. I think he used to do that in ACC, didn't he? Quite dangerous in this sim, though. Very dangerous. Right. P1, baby. Go on, Jimenez. If I haven't distracted you... No, distracted myself, Nige. I'm new on the track, and I didn't really think about where I was when I was chatting to you. So, yeah. Well done there, Wouter, for keeping it ahead of me. Good racing there, sir. I was... my pace wasn't bad. I was well off the front two, but otherwise I was pretty much up there. P3 for John? What on earth has happened there? Congratulations, John, on the P3. JP4, Jammer P5, Par, Wouter, and Jeff Juan Del Monte. That is a much nicer layout. No, I do love the end sector, but the main layout is quite cool, I think, for a proper race, right? Wish you could do the same in PUBG. So do I. I've been getting a lot of kills in there recently, Flimps. You know the rules. Look at the team names. Yeah, interesting one, that one, isn't it? They just chucked our names in it and called it a team. Sure. Broken indeed. Yes, Raris. They've got lots to fix, haven't they? These are early days for the sim still, clearly. Which is why it's interesting. Please check out the lead battle. Was epic to watch. Yeah, no doubt you guys were close. I'm sure it was a lot of fun, sir. I doubt it'd be much to watch in reality. But yes. Lots for them to fix. It's interesting you said at the end they'll be putting in mods like RF2. It does feel like there's probably a little way to go with this sim, but maybe not. Maybe we expect a little bit too much from these things. Maybe we'll just get like 3 or 4 more tracks and then we'll play it for another year or 2 or 3 and then that'll be that. Number 1, baby, says Flimp. Well done, Flimp. Congratulations, sir. You are officially up there. Does my top fans work today? It does. Flimp P1, Sydney P2. Go on, Sydney, with Rarish up alongside him, P3. And then P4, Scott back and Fox just below. Good work, everybody. Nice work. Arctic, can you stop racing people in quali? There you go. Foxy, you also did a move on me in qualifying. We try and avoid doing that here. If you're near someone in quali and they're in your way, you better slow down a lot or whatever. Oof, getting called out. Don't we all, Rash? Let's go, says Scott. Scott, what do you think of the new cars and track and physics and everything else? What do you think? What do you think? Smiley face. Yeah, cool. I really like the track. I think the main layout is awesome. The small layout was also pretty awesome because it used the last part, which is really cool. Oh, Scott, I'm the opposite. I thought the Lambo was more fun than the Lexus for me. Did you like the Lexus more? Yeah, no, I thought the Lambo was a bit more interesting. So that's an interesting one for us. Love the new track, though. I've got to say, I'm a big fan of that. So I'll be happy when that comes into the weekly racing. Tomorrow night, we are surfing for silver. So I think there's a Qatar race that I'll be able to do, at least one. And then on Thursday night, Lexus is great. They're both fun cars. Yeah, I prefer the Lambo at the moment. Main layout is hairpins and straights, Jeff, please. Don't you stop it, will ya? Yeah, I love it. I should give the Lambo more time. Maybe. Maybe I've got to give more the Lexus. And again, if we try them on different tracks, we'll know more. Doing a lot of space, and I was catching people really quickly, but you do the same. Say, but never do. Say, but never do. Just try and avoid it, Fox. You know what it's like. When you overtake people, you're going to affect their lap, and you're not that quick. So do find a little bit of space if you can. Welcome to sim racing. I wouldn't recommend being too patronising, if I'll be honest. Gang. Not a tip for you. But yeah, just try and avoid racing in quali. Find a gap if you can. That's the best way to do it. Imagine how the hypers feel. Oh, have we got some crazy... No, have we got... Camera wants to do stuff. Nope. Okay, so on that note, let's go back to talking and remind ourselves that we have our bots race coming up. Not this weekend, weekend after. Me and Wouts need to work hard on getting everyone signed up and registered for that, so look out for that. If anyone fancies a bit of PUBG, we're going to probably play a few drops now on some PUBG. If anyone fancies that, let me know. It was great to have you all in the stream tonight. Thank you very much. I'm guessing Dan is still streaming for the next few hours. So everybody head over to Dan's stream. And Fox turned in on me, but I guess you expect me not to be there. Yeah, he did. That's the point. I think he was expecting you not to do an overtake into Team 1. What about teams? That's right. What about them? Let's have a look, shall we? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. What have we got? What do we do, Rash? Where do we go? Is it online, or do I have to go on race control? Cheers, Jeff. Where do I go? Is it here? I'm not going to discuss the rule. Don't race in quali. There we go. Simple enough. From the moderator, no less. Where do I go, Radish? Do I have to go on the website? Top right. What, here? Top right? Teams. There we go. They should make it a bit more prominent. More exciting. I don't know what I'm doing. One invite. TSC Racing. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Here your team can organise and everyone can see key information. All right, got it. Members can be invited, be given roles, and be assigned to lineups, which can be entered into events. Exciting. I was talking about bots team. Oh, right. Hold on. What about teams? No, we made another one for teammates, so we're going to get on that as well, Rarish. You didn't get an invite. You don't deserve one, Rarish. Not yet. We're getting there. Each lineup is its own entity with a name. Interesting. Each lineup is its own name. Okay, so every time you do a lineup, you pick a name, I think. Thanks, Jeff, for racing your time. Likewise, Del Monte. It's always a pleasure, sir. Love having you around. Driver lineups can be built up by entering into events. Yep. Each lineup name will be combined with the team's name. Right. There we go. So lineup black will appear as Studio 397 black. Okay, cool. So we'll have TSC Racing, blue, red, green, orange, toxic, whatever. Toxic, Kill Clough. We can have a bit of fun with that, can't we? Did I miss a hello? Oh, Jesus. Wow, that's poor. Everybody, don't forget when it says hello from Stream Elements, make sure you do a big capital hello in the chat. We do like to see that. Lineups like mini teams. I get it. I get it. No, I think Shake and Bake might take their own. I'm not there like. Thank you, Scott. Shake and Bake being like, yes, Farish, we're there. When a lineup is registered, its own DR will be used for matchmaking. Okay, fine. For the first 4 events, the lineup is entered. The matchmaking algorithm is a combination of DR value and a DR of its drivers. The lineup for the first 4 events are lineup. So lineups seem fairly fixed then. Yeah, the lineups are not just in a race, it's lineups per team, and then they can be dropped into races. Okay, interesting. So can you leave and join lineups? Does it figure it out just whenever that group of people are together? That's a lineup? Bit of fiddling to do there, team. Custom liveries are only available for teams who have an active Race Control Pro, the owner. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, if it wasn't obvious, I will be getting Race Control Pro, so we will have access to everything. Yeah, you can change lineups, Rarish, but does then that mean you lose that 4-event algorithm thing? with the matchmaking. See what I mean? Or is it every time you go back to that group, suddenly that lineup is remembered? Because it would have a new... bit of testing to do there. Interesting. The liveries will be available for all members. Good. And pro members in solo events. Oh, nice. So race livery needs to be assigned to a lineup. That's fine. Flimp, Raresh, we need you to get working on those liveries, guys. Luxka, wherever you are, sir. I don't know if you like LMU, but get a livery up as well. You're pretty awesome at it. Right. TSC Racing, 2 members, no races. Our next race, no event found. I love all this. This is exactly what we wanted, right? Add a custom livery, get a template. There's a showroom. Wonderful. Event history. Yeah. This is it, guys. You're not in the team. Neither of you deserve to be in the team yet. This is it. Like, team racing is everything to me. And in ATC, there's no mention of it really other than driver swapping. And that's it. So to actually have... Bye, peeps. Off to play Guns Galore and Canolis. That sounds interesting. Do you play PUBG, Del Monte? Because we're about to play some PUBG, if you're wondering. Anyway, so this is the team owners, managers, engineers. Engineers are going to be awesome. Who wants engineers? Who wants engineers in the team? Who wants to be an engineer? Right? I'll tell you what. I need to click off the engineer thing. I'm not an engineer. Invite new team member. Loading Steam friends. Wouter, Steve, Daniel, Jammer. Is that it? Is that what I can do? Okay, we'll get rid of Steve because he's not racing. Who else is in? Who's at the top? Who do I pick first? Who wants it? Who wants me? Me. Steve Alvarez Brown. How about that? Should we invite Super GT? Who is he, you ask? No idea. Raresh, go on then. I've invited friends. Ooh. Can I invite more now? Wow. I think there's only 4 open invites at a time, I guess. Can you guys please accept your invites? That'd be good. I can't play first person, motion sickness. I'll tell you what, Monty, that is coming up a bit more and more for me. It is a bit of a thing. I really struggle with that nowadays in random moments. It's quite interesting. Hopefully that's not a thing anymore. I know my brother-in-law's like that as well as he get older and older. Real motion sickness with certain first person things and stuff like that. Also, Del Monte, you might know it's got something to do with the FOV I find a lot of the time. You might find increasing that and sitting near your monitor might make it easier. I'm in, you may have to click out and back in. Yep, fair enough, let's do that. To invite more, need to create TSC best of the rest. Harsh. Let's get back in there, shall we? No, I'm really happy about this. I love team racing, and this is what it's all about for me. So here we are. Members. 2 have accepted. Come on, Zlatnik. Can I invite new members now? No, I can't. Interesting. Let's see how that goes. Is there a limit on drivers in a team? Just realised. And then there's, look, driver lineups. And he just called it TSC Racing. John. Team owner. Oh, we need to get that off him immediately, honestly. Or maybe we'll just disband it and then... Yeah, John, don't call that one TSC Racing, you muppet. Call this one... Oh, okay. Only a few letters left. So, Wales... Wales squad. Welsh squad, how about that? Welsh squad, there we go. There's a lineup for you. I don't know if you can be in more than one lineup. Only allowed 6 until you get Pro Plus, and you can have 100. Head flipper, yes, indeed. 3 of up to 6. Right, okay, in that case, let's go and sort that out straight away, shall we? How do we change that to being a bit more expensive? Race Control Pro. Get Race Control Pro. £48, $48 a year. Yeah, proceed to check out. Kill me now. Oh, now it's 57. Hold on. Yeah, whatever. Let's just do PayPal. Nice email. What? My first name, last name at hotmail.com. It's awesome, isn't it? There's my password, everyone, for my PayPal. That could have been interesting. There's my debit card. There you go. You can use that info for stuff, can't you? 43. There we go. Right, we now have Race Control Plus and a couple of credits. Right, what do I do now? Save profile? Don't know, seemed like the right thing to do. Right, what have I got now? If I go back and go Race Control Lite? Nah. Hey, Race Control Pro. Boom. YouTube money. This is why you guys, all your donations, all your memberships, all the things like that, I basically want to put it back into the community, right? Things like sending trophies around the world is not cheap, trust me. Especially if you have to do it more than once. Right, 5 drivers, hold on. What happened there? Jammer's not accepted the invite. Come on, Jammer. Can someone go on Dan's stream and tell him to accept the invite? I'm gutted. We'll invite Richardson. Who else do we think will be accepting invites here? Ollie Siv. Casey. He's probably not going to do it, is he? Bless him. Who else? Jimenez. Jimenez, are you in? Are you in, Jimenez? Yes, the cats are very expensive. Knudsen isn't. George! George, no, George doesn't care, does he? Steve Alvarez Brown. He's not slow, I'll be honest. He's not slow. There we go. I've invited a few more people. Beautiful. Dave, if you want in, let me know. Never Flimph. I can't drive, but I can do setup. Yes, you can engineer Flimph for a couple more weeks. That's exciting. Right. And now I just need Ford to make me an owner. That'd be interesting. Either that or I'm going to have to restart the team with his permission. Because I kind of would like to be the owner of TSC Racing. Probably doesn't mean that much, but, you know. Right, there we go, gang. So that is the teams. It's pretty cool, man. We just got to do a bit of work now, doing lineups and stuff like that. We've invited people to the team. Hopefully more and more of you accept the invite. If you don't want in, that's perfectly fine. We'll just drop you out. And you can see here, there's a lot going on with the... Hold on. Have they changed the daily race thing? It used to be different levels, and now it's just silver? Where's the rookie stuff? Am I missing something, gang? There's the... Okay, there's the rookie stuff. Gold? Okay, it's all a bit in one place, isn't it? Interesting. Interesting. And now I can sign up for events earlier. How do we become friends? First of all, Nige, you need to gain my trust through months and months of, like, conversation and assimilation and finding common ground. Once you feel like you've got me to a place where you're comfortable, you will probably approach me, normally with some kind of dowry or gift, via email, where you sort of suggest a price where we become friends. And I'm not cheap, I'll be honest. And then once we can agree a price on my friendship, and again, Rarish and Scott and everyone else has already been through this process, then once we can figure out a value, maybe a yearly amount, we're not sure, we'll agree to that, and then you send me the invite. I then have a final kind of, is he worth it in my head. Once I've decided you are or aren't, we'll go from there. Does that sound good? Letting you win chess, asked Nige. Letting me win. You know, Nige, I played 2 people at once today. You know, I sent you an invite. I also sent an invite to Flimph and to Andy, and had some really good games, actually. Flimph is a bit crazy, bless him. You've got to be careful. Andy is very hard-working. Like, he doesn't make anything easy ever. So you just keep going, and he sometimes catches you out. I nearly tripped up so many times at the end. I won them both, so that was fun. A friend subscription. So are we friends, asked Fox? Well, it looks like it. I sent you an invite, bro. I hope you accept it. Uh-oh. 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 Are we friends, he says. Can you imagine asking me a question like that? Of course. Oh, Tony just flopped. Of course we're friends. What else could we be? Come on. Anyway, only managers can invite people and upload liveries, so John needs to change ownership. Yeah, we'll wake him up at some point. Flint says he's cheap, Nige. Give him $1.99 donation work for me. Yeah, that's true. Flint is very much there for the $1.99. I need to get a gift also. Can we agree on this? Oh, not sure where you fit into this one, Alex. Sorry. A friend subscription. Exactly that, Bob. Exactly that. I cannot make chess until after the weekend. Totally understand, Nige. Whenever you're ready, sir. Maybe we'll do like a 3-day move one if that works for you. Because I enjoyed playing you as well. You were quite good. You can add a TSC logo and a background. Where? Where do I do that? Do I have to do it on the website? Cheers, Foxy. Where do I do that? Rash? Is it here? Oh, this is cool. Isn't this cool? That doesn't quite work. Why not? That's a shame. We'll get a cute line underneath. There we go. Ooh, TSC Racing. And a line there as well. Right, we need to work on the background, Rarish. John just transferred ownership to you. Go on, John. Yeah, he did as well. Nice one. Right. Okay, so Rarish, you need to be these two. Oh, hold on. That didn't work. I know Ramsey wants to be an engineer ASAP, so there we go. Wouter, you want to be an engineer, and you're probably a manager as well, aren't you? Let's face it. Dan, we can make you an engineer, although he'll probably want to upload liveries, would he? Who else we got? Zatnik will want to upload liveries and be engineer. Oh, no, did that work? Yeah, it did, I think. Yeah, cool. Okay, nice one. Awesome, gang. He's turning on hacks. Yeah, we can't see the game. Oh, sorry, gang. Sorry, I forgot you can't see the game. I need to add you on Steam. Yeah, you do, Scott. Jeez. Get on the case, guys. Right, everybody, if you want to add me on Steam, 5 engineers, 7 managers, how many cooks can spoil the broth? If we go back here, let me show you something. So if we go on to here, and then we go... Oh, we're going to have to leave this now. We're going to have to leave LMU, this game which is growing in our hearts. I'm P2 in TSC, yes you are. It does make me really sad when people like George and Sydney say they're not enjoying the game so much, because George and Sydney are probably my 2 favourite people in the community. So how do I feel when they're not enjoying what we're all racing in? Heartbreaking stuff. I'll have to have a chat with them. Right, guys. Friend. Add a friend. There you go, everybody. I know, Varish, I know, right? I'll work on a Rexy Roxy livery. Good answer, Foxy. They're armatures. They are indeed. Look, it's not the same as ACC. It's different, but I can definitely enjoy it. Come on. 1,000,000% I can enjoy it. It's maybe a little bit not quite on the intensity level of ACC in some ways. I get that. But it's got so many other things that are so much better that I'm happy. I'd be happy with both if I could, but that seems like mission impossible. Everybody on screen is my friend code. If you want to be my friend on Steam, you can use this code. You can use this code here. It is my friend code. You copy and paste. And I've got a request from Nige. And that's exactly what we're trying to achieve. I don't know who Delta Kid is, so just accept that. Why not? Oh, look at Strangelove not accepting my invite. You need to share your CVV 684. There we go. And your mother's Madden name. Ooh, the Madden name is Eves. There we go. Good luck with that. Send me some money. Delta Kid is me. Oh, nice one, Mont. What's that name about? I'll send you some cash now. Whoa. Yes, Nige. Yeah, good point. Who's ZZ Easy? Who's that? Again, just to remind you all, here is my friend code, everyone. 772-772-78. Look at these invites coming in. Look at this. This is fun. Who's 3XZ1? Who are you? Alex? Jeez, your names, gang. You crack me up. That's cool. Right, I'll be inviting you all to the team as well. Oh, Daybob. Daybob? What is Daybob? What is Daybob? Done. Go on, Bob. Love that. Bob, we need to do a team race together at some point. I don't think you've ever been on voice chat with us on the Discord, have you, Bob? Bob, you must be on the Discord, right? Surely. Nigerian princess sent him to you. He'll give you gold. Wow. Thank you very much, Flint. I do love a Nigerian princess, don't we all? Right, so that was cool. We've got a few of you to join in, and we'll do more of that, of course, over the coming few weeks. There again is my friend code if anyone else wants to add me. It's been a really fun stream, everyone. I've really enjoyed the new content. I might just have 1 or 2 PUBGs now with the Flymph. Makes sense, didn't it, buddy? If anyone wants to join us for PUBG, let us know. Other than that, I'll say thank you all for joining in the stream. I think Dan's still streaming, so go and join Dan's stream if you fancy a bit more entertainment. But other than that, I'll see you tomorrow. I figured that one out, Bob. Nice one. I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll see you on the Discord and the socials, and I'll see you tomorrow night for a little bit of, well, driver rating we're trying to go for in silver, right? But long way to go, it seems. Everybody, peace and love. See you on the next one.
With frogs, cold night and the winter hot cold. Sorry that I fall away sometimes. Sorry that I fall away sometimes. Yeah, yeah. The end. Got to end it all on the weekend. Sorry that I feel that way sometimes. Sorry that I feel that way sometimes. Oh, oh, yeah. You don't really wanna know me. Hanging in the corner with a nosebleed. High on whatever they sold me. That's the old me, yeah. 6 years later trying to find me. Still trying to figure out the line piece. Looking for the love inside me. Sometimes, don't know how I feel that way sometimes. Yeah, yeah. The end. Think all we can say that on the weekend. Funny how I kinda like this life. Funny now I kinda like this life. I like this life.